welcome to Davita's Stampin' Spot. I hope you're watching this on either YouTube or on Facebook. I'm still dealing with issues, so tonight I had to go to the chiropractor today and not feeling the best, so I decided it'd be best to do a video posted at 7 o'clock tonight so you guys could have a card project to watch. So for those of you that know about Kent, he's doing really well. We went to the doctor on Thursday last week, and the new cornea that was added to his cornea is 100% attached. So we're really excited about that. His vision continues to get better, which we're very thankful for. And we'd appreciate your prayers as he continues to heal. Shutting the sound off on my phone. So hopefully we won't be interrupted tonight. All right. I have some projects that I put together a few months ago, and I want to share them before the stamp sets and dies and stuff are retired. So tonight I'm showing you one of my favorites. I love this stamp set, and I'm bummed it's going away, but I know that's part of life. I'm going to swing the camera around. I think I'm going to hide the project and show you as we build. All right, so let me show you the pieces and parts. We have two pieces. This is from the Countryside Inn paper, and it is carrying over. Good news. So it will be in the new catalog when you get it. Should be arriving here in the next week or so. If Stampin' Up's mailing them for me, I will be delivering later this week. So you'll be getting them from me as well. So 2 by 3 3/4. This one is 2 1/8, so it's just a tiny bit bigger than the other one, and 3 3/4. These are dies cut from the scalloped contours dies. These are retiring. They're a great set. They go with the color and contour dies, and I'm using the third from the largest down, the third one, and you need 2 of those. Don't know why I put a sticky note on that. This is 4 by 5.5, 3 3/4 by 5. This piece here of Night of Navy is 4 by 9 3/4, and I've scored it at 2 1/4 and then at 4 1/2, so that it creates this normal mat of 4 by 5 1/4. And this piece is 4 1/4 by 5, scored it in a half at 5 1/2. So I'm going to burnish the score line here to create the card base. And then for this piece here, it's going to be a mountain fold and then a valley fold. So I'm going to score that and then pick this piece up and score here. See that off just a little bit. So I'm going to see if I can fix that. There we go. All right, so this piece is going to go right on there. This has a little bit of a bend on it. I've got a box here where I've put projects that I want to share on my lives, and oh my gosh, the box is very full. I know I'm not going to get all of them done before all the pieces and parts retire, which makes me sad. But every time we retire a catalog, we're sad about the stuff going away, but excited about the new stuff coming out. All right, so as you can see, that piece fits right there, centered on the front. And then I bet you guessed this. We're going to take the 3 3/4 by 5, and we're going to put it on top of the Night of Navy. The base is boho blue. I forgot to mention that. So just wanted to mention the last chance list is up. It's been up for 7 days. It'll be a week tomorrow. And there's a lot of great products on there that are reduced price. And if you're thinking about ordering some stuff, I would really appreciate your orders. We were given a challenge to better our best. So what we sold last year, we're supposed to sell $1 more this year. And boy, I must have had well, I'm not must have, I did have a killer April last year because I sold almost double what I normally do. So a bunch of you really helped me out last April. And so I appreciate your help again. If there's anything you need, reach out to me. I'll be happy to order it for you. If you live local, I can hand deliver it, or you can order online, or I can order it online for you as well. And the reason I bring it up is that the gift that we get if we better our best is this same pattern paper, but in pinks instead of blue. And it's really pretty paper, and only demonstrators are going to be able to get it if they better their best. And boy, did I give myself a challenge. That's for sure. All right, so we're going to start with this piece. I am using the Bottled Happiness set. This one's going away. I have this thing for bottles and Crocs and country looking stuff. And so we're going to use this one here. We are also going to use the leaves and the flowers, and we're going to use the stem over here. All right, so this stamp is one I can see through, so I know I need my mat. Sorry, trying to clean my area here. So the first thing I want to do is that I don't want, when I stamp the leaves, I don't want them to go down into the bottle. So I'm going to stamp the bottle first, and I'm going to stamp it in boho blue. And these leaves are pretty tall, so I'm going to go down to the bottom. Tip for you, I had class last week, and one of the ladies said, your boho blue needs to be re-inked, and it still needs to be re-inked. But I told them, whenever that happens, and it's a little light on ink, walk your stamp around the stamp pad, because what's our natural inclination? To go right into the middle. So if you go around the edges, they still have a lot of ink left. Now I've got the re-inker. I just need to do it. And I didn't think of it until I started inking up the bottle. All right, so there's my bottle. And you can tell my ink is a little goopy there. I should have walked it around just a little bit more. All right, so now I'm going to take our masking paper that we have, and I don't need a whole lot of it. What's really cool about this is that if I wanted to protect a whole bunch of this bottle, I could stamp the whole bottle on the masking paper. And it looks like a Post-it note, but it works really, really well. Even better than a Post-it note. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull off the paper here. If I can get my hands to work. I told Kent after the back treatment I had today, not sure my hands will work very well because my hands were tingling every time I use them. So she gave me a really good treatment to try and make, you know what, we are going to stamp on this, and there's a reason why. I want to be able to know exactly where the bottle ends. So we're going to stamp right like that. All right. So now when I put it on here, I know exactly where my bottle is. All right, there we go. And then I'm going to take Night of Navy. I'm going to stamp some leaves. So I'm going to do the first one straight up. And then I'm going to angle just a little bit here. And then come down a little bit so we get a nice variety there. And then when I take the masking paper off, all of those pieces are down in the bottle. Isn't that cool? So like I said, you can use Post-it note. This is really great. It's nice and sticky. So if you're doing a whole bunch of these and you're mass producing, it would be great because it would last for several stamps, which would be good. Stampings, I should say. All right, so we're going to grab the other one, and I want a greeting on the inside. I can tell I didn't trim these pieces. Got little frizzies on them. Just flip it over. There we go. I want this to be a thinking of you. So I'm going to grab Thinking of You from Wonderful Thoughts. This one is carrying over into the new catalog. We have some awesome new sets, but I'm really glad this one's carrying over because I like it a lot. There's so many different occasions that Thinking of You works really well. I'm going to stamp it in Night of Navy. So I'm going to walk around the ink pad because my navy needs ink as well. I'm not quite as busy this week. I'm not working ball games and stuff, so hoping I'm going to get some cleaning done, get some stamping done, and maybe get caught up a little bit. But don't hold your breath. We'll see. Thinking of You, and then I'm going to go back to my greenery again. I'm going to grab a mat here because I'm going to go off the edges and I don't want to get my mat all messed up. All right, so I'm going to stamp my Night of Navy in the middle. And then clean that off. And then I'm going to go to the boho and add a little bit there. Shorter one there. And then I'm going to do a full one. Well, not all the way full, but like that. Isn't that pretty? I think I'm a blue person. I like blues. So I really like these colors. And you're all going, well, no, we know you like purple. I do, but I also like my blues. All right. So for this piece, I'm going to use the big sets that come in the stamp set. And you can see what I did. I took a Sharpie. Now maybe you can't see here. Can you see that black dot? I wanted to make it easy to line up. So I put a black dot on this one, and then I put a black dot on this one so that the pieces line up, so I know where to line them up. And I want my flowers to be in the boho blue, and then I'm going to do the leaves in the Night of Navy. The neat thing with this card is you could use any designer series paper and then use the bottle, and you could do this card layout with any colors you wanted, or you could make your own designer series paper too. So I'm trying to get good ink because I didn't re-ink, and we're gonna go. I think I'm going to go just like that. And I know that I have this straight up right there. You want to be careful. You don't want to angle it. If you're trying to line it up quickly and easily, you want to have it straight. So I'm again going all around. And then I'm going to take that black dot. See, I told you I was going to line it up. And then when I re-inked this, I lost my black dot. All right, here we go. Oh, that's why it's upside down. No wonder I couldn't find my dot. Joys of doing stuff where you don't stop the recording. So what I'm doing is I'm lining up the center of this flower and the center here so that I get the leaves in the right place. There we go. And it's a little off. Let's try again. All right, so this goes this way. And I'm going to try going the other way this time. Let's see what happens. Tell me, are you the one that likes to, we had this discussion at our team meeting the other day. If you're filling in an image, do you like to do the outside first or do the inside first? So tell me in the comments, because I know you're watching the recording. Are you do the inside and then put the outline around it? Or do you do the outline and then put the inside around it? All right, so we're going to line this up again. It doesn't help that I went partially off the page here. There we go. There's the lineup that I want. There we go. There, isn't that beautiful? Look how nice that is. So that mark really, really helps you line things up. All right, so we're gonna go back to the base. I'm gonna close up my inks because I always seem to get ink where I don't want it. How many of you do that, huh? A lot of us, I think. All right, so I'm going to put this. This is actually going to be the back of the card. I love that our cardstock is thick enough that even when I use dark colors like this and we mount it up on the card base, you don't see the stamping that I did on the back. I told the ladies at class last week that everybody that makes a mistake and flips their paper over just gets to stamp more, which is a good thing, right? Because we like to stamp. All right, so I want to center this so that it's kind of framed here. And we want to make sure that we only put glue on the bottom section because I don't want it to seal my card shut. And I bet a lot of you have already made this layout design. But I thought it was a really cool layout and I love that it used the bottles. I got this idea from Cheryl Paget, one of my team members. She did an awesome display where she took all these different card designs and used this paper. And oh my gosh, they're just beautiful cards. All right, so I'm going to line that up carefully so that you don't see the bottom one. So here you go. Here's the design. So it's going to stand up like this. So your card's going to go like that. So when you see it, it's like this. And then you can put your greeting on the back. Or if you wanted to, you could also decorate the inside. So this creates a lot of different spaces for you to stamp and decorate. Now there's one more thing I want to add, and that is a bow. It's a good thing I'm about done. My hand's going to sleep. Let's see if I can tie a bow. My hand. Had a friend tell me yesterday that she's enjoying my videos and she didn't realize that I've been doing them. I looked back. I started this during COVID. So we are almost up to my 4-year anniversary of doing videos. And hopefully I'm going to do lives again if I can sit down and get the new technology figured out. But I keep telling myself, at least you're getting to see videos. And so many of you don't comment a whole lot when I'm live anyway. But once I get back to doing lives, I sure hope you guys will comment because it is so much more fun to talk with people as you're crafting. And speaking of which, tomorrow night I will be at 10 and, oh goodness, my mind just went blank. 10 and 2 coffee bar from 3:30 to 7:45. We'll stamp, we'll craft. I'll have kits available if you need to buy a kit. You can bring a project to work on. You can come and sit and just chat if you want to. We usually take a break and go eat barbecue at the barbecue place there. I would love to have a big group. I know I think 3 people have told me they're coming. So if you're coming, just let me know. I'd appreciate knowing that you might be there. It helps me set up. And if you find out tomorrow you can come on by. Don't hesitate to come if you didn't tell me. So here we go. There's your card. So it kind of looks like this when it's standing up. You've got design here and there. There's my thinking of you. And then on the back is that design. So I hope you enjoy this fun fold. And remember, the bottled happiness and the dies that go with it are retiring. So if you like this set, make sure you have it in your collection before the end of April. If I can order anything for you, please let me know. I'd be happy to do that for you. And I would love to see you at 10 and 2 tomorrow at 3:30 to 7:45. It's come and go, so come whenever you can. Leave when you have to. Thanks for watching today, and I'll see you next Monday.